Good afternoon from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in absolutely lovely Lauderdale by the Sea. All that wind we had yesterday has kind of died down a little bit, and take a look at this. Some beautiful clouds out there, beautiful ocean, and just an all-around lovely day. A little warm most of the day, but this is Florida. You know, we're all used to this. We've been down here a long time. And kind of really beautiful right now in the afternoon. The wind's coming in, sun's going down. If you're a Floridian, this is a time to get out, take a walk on the beach. Well, let's take a look at markets. And what am I going to show you here from yesterday? Rebound, boom, boom, boom. And that's exactly what we got, kind of right into the net rebound here. Yesterday, as you know, we were down, 1911 on the New York close. And world spot prices were a little bit higher. I really wasn't quite sure what to make of yesterday or today, or even how to call it, but I kind of felt it would be up. I didn't see it going much lower, so my call was up yesterday, and I was right. I didn't say how much up, and I suspected it was going to be around 1925 or so, maybe 1930, where it was playing around yesterday before New York got banged at 1911, and I think the world prices were a little bit higher in the afternoon, but wow, this morning I was a bit surprised. I was thinking like, oh man, gold looked like it was going to back down to 1911, 1909. I saw it tick down in the morning before 9 a.m. And then after 9 a.m. I started to tick up, and I didn't pay attention. I was working on another gold and silver deal big deal for a client, and I looked back up at the screen and I said, wow, man, it just kind of like rocketed up. Look at that. $26 up day. But, you know, these $25 little pumps are what we were getting used to for a little while, and I'm glad it just didn't keep happening. We needed these pullbacks. We needed the pauses. And, of course, we got the rebound. So all you nervous Nellies out there that were thinking about selling, is this the top? And I've been telling you, relax, relax. You're not a day trader. Don't worry about these fluctuations. If you can buy at the dips, if it goes down, fine. If you're already all in, you don't have any more money to buy dips, relax. You're in a bull market. You'll make money. Don't worry about these day-to-day fluctuations. You'll get an ulcer from it. Well, for me, it's my living. I do this from 9 to 5 every day when the markets are open. I'm watching this thing most all the time. Kind of like, you know, a teacher at a day school has to watch a kid, you know, the whole time they're there. They can't let their eyes off it. I'm almost like that with these spot prices. So I do notice trends, and that's kind of why I'm good at what I do. I notice trends. I'm not quite sure otherwise. I'm not no economic master or anything like that, but I do notice trends. And after you do something a long, long, long time, you kind of feel it. So anyways, we were up quite a bit more than I thought, at least $25 higher than I thought it would be yesterday. $28 on New York. Silver, same thing. And again, I've been saying with silver, we're in a bull market. Expect these wild $1, $2, $3 swings, especially at this level. And, you know, if you can buy the dips, fine. If you're already bought in, don't relax. Relax, relax. You're not a day trader. Just hang on, and your day will come, and you'll be happier than a pig in something, my opinion. And platinum did also well. If you looked at yesterday's report in the last few days, I've been saying that I believe that the gold to silver ratio is kind of in line right now in that 70 to 80 to 1 mark. I didn't check it today, but it looks about right, 70 to 80 to 1. And 70 to 80 to 1 is not the historical gold to silver or silver to gold ratio. It's you know, it's more like 16 to 1 if you look at back at the charts from the 1900s all the way up. However, in our little life time frame, which I consider like the 1980s to now, maybe 1990s to now, we have seen gold and silver ratios, or silver and gold ratio at, 70 to 81, to 70 to 1 to 80 to 1. And again, we're back in that mark, which leads me to believe at this moment, unless there's something I don't know, or the gold and silver ratio is going to tighten up for some other reasons. Maybe there's a real shortage of silver. I don't know. That could do it. However, unless that range tightens up, we are in the average range for the last 25 years or so, which again, 71 to 80 to 1, right in that range. And I think what you're going to see from this point on in our bull market is, you know, they're going to vary a little bit. One will go a little bit higher than the other, but I think for the most part, you're going to see gold, silver, and platinum prices rise in tandem. Palladium, I'm not quite sure. I think Once gold gets above palladium, palladium will probably kind of stay or hover there. But I don't think palladium's going to. I think gold will be higher than palladium in not too far future. I think platinum is, man, far behind there. I'm really surprised how cheap platinum is. Maybe I'm just not reading platinum right. And again, I don't spend as much time as I do with platinum as I do with silver and gold. So that may explain why I'm not quite understanding why it's not where gold should be. However, palladium I even understand less because we don't get asked for it. Well, anyways, I'm going to take a look. 1954, 2752. You know, again, tomorrow will be a real hard prediction to make. We've seen a nice up day, but tomorrow the Fed is going to start talking about, Powell's going to start talking about how inflation is great, and we're going to try to tell us how inflation is great and how they need to print more money. And that's only going to lead to higher gold and silver prices, but I can't help but figure that really the smart money already knew this, and this is why you saw the up day. The smart money already knew what Powell's going to say tomorrow. Print, 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 print. They knew it was known, so that's probably why gold, silver is up, and as well as probably platinum. So 1940, and the world markets are a little bit higher than what the New York close is. Same thing with silver, but hey, listen, it's so close to each other. Again, I wouldn't worry about it. I think personally tomorrow we are going to see well, I don't want to say it, but I think we're going to see a par value or a down day, because occasionally I've seen these little traps where they drive it down, like, they drive it down and they run it back up. They get some buyers and they drive it back down. Sometimes I think these are like little trades that institutions do just to make themselves a couple $1 million during the day at the expense of small investors, paper investors, ETF investors, COMEX contract investors. Of course, not of physical gold and silver buyers, the people that have the gold and silver in their hand, because you got it in your hand, you didn't sell it. So they can't affect you. You just wait it through until they're done with their little games. However, I suspect there are some games being played right here, and that's why we've seen that kind of dip the last couple of days. So my guess tomorrow it's going to stay about par value, and or it's going to drop just a little bit, but not much. After Powell's speech tomorrow, and when that settles in, we may see a Friday close. I'll let you know what I think tomorrow. Anyway, I don't even know why I'm telling you this, because I'm almost encouraging you to make day trades. But the reason I'm telling you this is just to inspire confidence that we are in a bull market, and you'll be fine. And also, it doesn't hurt to know what's going on day to day as well. Just don't get nervous about it. You're in a bull market. I don't think you can go wrong. Let's take a look at a couple articles I've seen out here. You have to read this article. I can't read the whole thing to you because we're going to run into a long video here, and I don't want to spend a lot of your time. So I'm really encouraging you guys to read this stuff yourself. I want you to Google, or as I use, DuckDuckGo, because I like the privacy that they have on search engines. But type in central banks driving gold. It's written by James Rickard. You can see it right here. Pause this video as I'm talking and type it in your search browser. Read this, and I think you're going to like this article because, man, it's freaking spot on. And he talks about us going to a gold standard as well. Peter Schiff has been talking about that. Here's the bottom line. Central banks have a monopoly on central bank money. Gold is the competitor to central bank money, and most central banks would prefer to ignore gold. Absolutely true. Again, I recommend, whether you are an experienced gold or silver buyer, or stacker as we like to call them today, silver stacker, gold stacker, I highly recommend you read this. Type this in, read this tonight, now, while you're pausing the video or after you watch this, my report here. I'm going to move on to the next article. What's a damn shame is that I cannot find this. Where's the Wall Street Journal? I'm not even going to go to the Wall Street Journal because same old BS. Nothing about gold and silver. They don't talk anything that seems somewhat controversial than what the mainstream wants to talk about. That's one of the reasons I like Zero Hedge. Man, I hate to keep bringing you here because there is bullshit on here, and I hate the advertising. And but there's different opinions on here written by people that are intelligent. I like that. The problem with the Wall Street Journal, Bloomberg, and CNBC, it's the same people parroting the same shit. Again, if they mixed it up a little bit, invited in some different opinions, it'd probably be a little more entertaining, actually more educational to read. Again, I'm just tired of this spinning rainbows and unicorns up our asses, quite frankly. Anyway, Zero hedge, like I said, read between the lines. Some of these articles are shit, some of them are good. Global stocks hit record high, gold spikes ahead of Powell's speech. And that's exactly what we were just talking about, is that I think the smart money, the reason we saw gold and silver up is because smart technical money and again, the smart guys, they bought gold and silver today because they know exactly what Powell's going to do tomorrow. They know what he's going to say. Another article you can type in, read right here. Listen, reading and me pointing this stuff out to you is only going to make you smarter. I don't want to make you so smart you'll never watch me again, and I think you will, because maybe I'll be just a little bit ahead of you. And I'll go through all the time to point these articles to you as well, and you won't have to watch gold 8 hours a day like I do. So keep watching me. But however, I want you educated, an educated customer, and an educated consumer, and an educated voter. Man, the world couldn't be a better place if we had more of them. So I want you to take a look at this. Global stocks hit record high. Gold spikes ahead of Powell's speech. Again, I am not going to read it to you because I don't want to make these videos too long, and I want you to learn this stuff yourself, folks. Let's go over here, and I thought this was most interesting. And again, another zero hedge article. Why can't I read these things in Bloomberg or Wall Street Journal or other mainstream type corporate publications? Well, I'll tell you why. Because again, they want to blow rainbows and unicorns up your asses. The nice thing about some of these other sites is you get different opinions. And again, a lot of these opinions, they're not stupid people. Let's see, Insider Danielle DiMartino Booth is not a fan of Federal Reserve, especially now with massive money printing. Another article that talks about what's going to be happening tomorrow. Massive money printing. This is why we are going to make a lot of money in gold and silver. You're doing good. Relax. DiMartino says the Fed will do everything possible to keep the money printing going, and this is what we've been talking about for a while. I encourage you to take a look at this article as well. And let's take a look at here. Gotta keep doing the ZH thing. Man, I wish Wall Street Journal, I like that publication. Man, old and respected, but damn, guys, give us some kind of different opinions other than what we normally always have to see from you. It's not helpful. Take a look at this article as well on space, auditing, and helicopter money. I'll start trying to look for some different sources too, because I hate to just keep using one source, whether it's Wall Street Journal or Zero Hedge, for different types of news. Anyway, I think the market is going to be about sideways and maybe down tomorrow. I'm not quite sure. I think it depends on what Powell says, how the public responds to it, because smart money has already caused gold to go up. If the public gets really panicky and smart money gets even more panicky than they were today, you'll see higher prices. If Powell kind of expects what smart money says they're going to say, then I think you're going to see sideways prices. And maybe if he's able to pull off and make it sound good, make us feel like inflation is a really good thing, maybe we'll see a down day. Anyway, this is Brian Kuzmar from Commercial Rare Coins and Precious Metals in beautiful Lauderdale by the Sea. If you've never been to this little town, it's wonderful. Come down here, visit me, park your car, go take a walk along the beach. Some beautiful little restaurants here, and some beautiful little shops and businesses, all privately owned. And every dollar you spend with me and in town stays in town and stays in the area. That's what local people do. Anyways, Brian Kuzmar, 954-493-8811. Call us anytime between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. for live quotes on all types of bullion products. And silver, gold, platinum, and yes, even palladium. Happy to give you prices. If you want an education, check out our other YouTube videos. Learn what you can there, and what you didn't learn there, come on in and we'll educate you on the rest. Thanks for watching, and have yourself a great evening. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Check back with me. And also, any questions, ask me in the comment section below. I'll try to answer them.